Hey guys, welcome back. It's Kori Blonde. This is the Girl Math podcast. I have got oil in my hair. I am wearing my boyfriend's pajamas. Don't at me. So today I want to talk about being chronically anxious versus being nervously anxious, because I feel like there's a lot of stigma around anxiety, and I want to talk to the people that are chronically anxious. And I want to start off by defining what I mean by that. So, have you ever had someone come up to you and give you a reason as to why they're anxious, but the anxiety they're feeling has like a valid reason to be anxious, if you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, I'm nervous to do this speech in front of 100 people. That gives me anxiety. That's fair enough. I understand that. I'm anxious because this person hasn't spoken to me in X, Y, and Z amount of time. I'm anxious because I feel like everyone is gonna hate me for posting this video, right? That's not the anxiety I'm talking about. The anxiety I want to talk about is feeling chronically anxious, and what I mean by that is feeling like you're dying. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my chest. There's physical sensations. It's something that links way back to your childhood. It's something that links way back to trauma. It's something that you haven't figured out, and it's a feeling that you can't quite describe other than you feel like you're dying, and anything you try and do to help it doesn't work. And it gets to a point where I'm even in bed, I'm even laying down, and I'm like, this is too much. The world is eating me up too much. And in that point in time, you literally just think of the worst case scenario as to how you can get out of things, and it's just so draining. And that's kind of how I feel right now. It's kind of how I've been feeling over the past month or so. Now, I went home to see my mum, and I was there, and normally I don't get really anxious, and the way I realised how bad it was is because I was like, I actually need to go home because this is too much. And I was having a panic attack in the car. I don't remember the last time I had a panic attack in the car, but panic attacks isn't something that's become quite prevalent within my life until recently. I've always been chronically anxious as a child. I was anxious and felt so isolated because no one understood what I was going through. I had brain scans growing up because I felt like I was genuinely going insane. I'd had these episodes which I now call dissociation derealization, which is linked to anxiety, which I can actually control kind of nowadays. But the point is, chronically anxious people tend to feel like everything is crashing around them, and even going outside, they think of the worst case scenario. They tend to be at home, they tend to isolate themselves, they tend to feel like no one understands, and they tend to feel like they're going insane. And I genuinely don't know how to resolve this. I'm at the point where, okay, I'll probably have to have therapy, but I have to have money to have therapy, and I also have to have the willingness to have therapy. And right now I've had so much therapy throughout my life, I don't know if this is going to work. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna, I've come to kind of the acceptance that I'm always going to struggle with anxiety. But coming to the acceptance of, oh, I'm always going to struggle with anxiety, comes with the acceptance of, oh, I'm never going to be able to do what I always wanted to do. And that's a problem, because what I always wanted to do includes going and traveling to LA. It includes going and traveling to different places and seeing the world and actually leaving my apartment. And I don't think that's very feasible right now. And I don't know if that is ever feasible. And I hate to actually say that, but I'm sure it might be one day. I'm hopeful that it is, but I'm also coming to the acceptance of, damn, I'm really going to be here for a long time like this. And it feels more physical, if anything, lately. It feels like I'm letting my physical stop me from doing a lot of things, and that's then linking to my mental feeling really down. But I don't know. I feel like I don't want to even accept the fact that I'm been going this way, but anyway. And can we talk about periods and anxiety for a second as well? If you're chronically anxious, you tend to find that your anxiety gets worse on your period or around your period. For me, my anxiety hits a time in the day where it's like 6 to 8 p.m. and I don't know what's causing it, but I'm just the way I am, and I feel like I'm dying, and I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm even struggling filming this right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I feel short of breath all the time. Thinking of the worst case scenario is a common theme within chronically anxious people. The worst case scenario can be even to do with your health. It can be health anxiety. It can be overly analysing the sensations that you're feeling because you're anxious. And something I always tell myself is, what if I am actually okay? What if I am okay? Because my brain is telling me I'm not okay for the longest time, but what if I am actually just being normal, but my brain isn't wired right? And I saw this video on signs that you need to rewire your brain, and I hit every single one of them, and I'm about to read them out to you. The number one sign that you need to rewire your brain is that you are constantly thinking of the worst case scenario. You're constantly on edge. You constantly feel like someone's out to get you or something's out to get you, which is exhausting. You're exhausted. The second sign is thinking in all or nothing terms. Your brain thinks of things as the best or the worst without recognizing the things in between, which causes problems in your relationships and the way you view yourself. It also causes you to have rapid shifts in mood. Number 3, your brain is always constantly disqualifying the positive. Whenever anything good happens in your life, your brain is very quick to dismiss it. Oh, I just hit 1,000 views on my video. Okay, but that will never happen again. Like that kind of mindset. Number 4, your brain overgeneralizes. This means your brain takes a negative point in your life and it generalizes it to all aspects of your life, which causes you to blow things completely out of proportion. Number 5, your brain is constantly jumping to negative conclusions. And that's a definite sign that your brain needs rewiring if you don't trust yourself. Number 6, your brain has a filter which overlooks any good and it always scans for the worst, which is draining because your brain is constantly anticipating negative events. The anticipation and anxiety is honestly the worst because that is what it boils down to, the anticipation of something. And number 7, your brain is constantly taking things personally. Those are just some signs that your brain needs rewiring, and it's linked to anxiety. If you look up therapy to the point, it's this guy on TikTok that talks about how to rewire your brain. You might have some fun on there. But yeah, anyways, that is kind of where I'm at. And I'm just tired all the time. I'm so tired. I'm sorry if this episode just isn't it. But like, I'm going live a lot. And I'm vlogging what I'm eating because it's just all I can do right now. I'm actually not leaving the flat, so I feel like I have more time to talk to you guys and show you what I eat and stuff with binge eating. And yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a good week, and yeah, just look out for more vlogs because I want to start doing that. And make sure you're subscribed for an episode every week. Because I don't miss a beat. Even if I do feel like this right now today, I won't miss a beat. But anyway, have a good day and I will see you later.